So can you brief about joint property ownership? How joint property owners can get e-Khata on both of their names or multiple owners' name? And what are the problems you are facing? Like if in the sale deed, if it is not mentioned one by one and it is mentioned in the same line using comma, and our system does not, the e-Khata system does not pick up. So can you throw some light on what people needs to, these property owners needs to do to get e-Khata on their names?
Okay, I'll answer this question with an example. Let us say there is a joint property in the name of Munish, Rakesh, and Suresh. There are two situations. If in the sale deed, while getting the data or while digitization in BBMP, it is digitized as three names, Munish, Suresh, and Rakesh, three different names. So the system understands there are three names. Then what will happen is at the time when you draft e-Khata, you see, there it will ask you to do the Aadhaar authentication for Munish, Rakesh, and Suresh, three names separately. If you authenticate names correctly, which means the name match happens, then the joint Khata will get issued online automatically. And if there is any mismatch with Suresh, Munish, or Rakesh, then the case will get referred to ARO, who can actually solve the name mismatch problem. One or two situations will be there. It could be that there is a technical mismatch like MK Modgil and Munish Kumar Modgil, or it could be that an inheritance case is there, or it could be that there is a sale situation there leading to the change, or it could be that there is a genuine mismatch, which means some wrong Venkatesh is trying to knock off the property of Munish, in which case it will get rejected, and etc. So without digressing the point, this is a situation where names are correctly written as three different names. But sometimes what happens is during digitization or otherwise, the name gets written as Munish, Suresh, and Rakesh in a single line. So the software doesn't understand these are three people. So then when Suresh, Rakesh, or Munish try to upload their Aadhaar, there will be a name mismatch happening. There are two mechanisms to do it. There is an option to add name in the online citizen module of draft e-Khata. There they can actually add other missing names like Munish and Rakesh, they can add. So the three names will go. Since the name will be added or there will be a name mismatch, it will go to ARO. At the backend, ARO caseworker can actually do the name addition based on this that digitization error, as we call it, or based on the sale deed. If there is any name to be changed, they will change that, add those missing names or add those names which have been entered as Munish, Rakesh, Suresh. So it is called digitization error. So digitization error can be corrected by the caseworker in ARO office. It will be made into three different names, Munish, Rakesh, and Suresh. And Aadhaar then can be uploaded, and then the e-Khata will get issued. So, but to put it simply, you can add the name and go send it to the ARO if you can approve it, or you can upload your Aadhaar, go back to the ARO, name mismatch will happen. ARO office will declare there is a digitization error, and that digitization error will be corrected. If there is a sale deed error, that can also be corrected in the ARO office. So the different people who jointly own a property, their names can be correctly jointly written.
So Mr. Eyapan has written to us from T. Dasarahalli. He is saying that he's been paying house property tax from 2009 to BBMP, and he has B Khata issued by the BBMP. Recently, when he checked on the ERC website to check for e-Khata, he found that his property is missing in the list. He's raised the matter with the DC via email, and the DC has apparently instructed him to contact the ARC concerned. After meeting the ARC, he's saying there are issues to be solved and it will be updated later. He's been waiting for some updates since 20 days, and he's not been able to apply for the e-Khata at all. Some questions about missing properties not showing up in the system, so the ERC. So what should people in these situations do?
So firstly, you try hard to find it because it's a name search. One of the best ways to find is look at your property tax acknowledgement. In there, the ward number and name will be there of the ward. You search in that ward. Your name, there could be one or two spelling mistakes. So try to do different combinations of Venkatesh. Rather than writing whole Venkatesh, you can write VENK, TESH, NKTESH, ityadi. Like that, you can search. Once you're able, if you're able to find, that'll be good. You can add your additional information. If you are still not able to find, actually you can go to the ARO office and based on the manual khata which you have, they'll be able to tell you which register it is. Once they know which register it is, we can figure out whether by chance any scanning or digitization of that register is baki or not. In fact, you can go online if you get to know your own register in which your name was there or is there as an owner. That scan of all the registers also we have put online, but easier is to go to the ARO office and ask them. Thirdly, you can ring up this help desk number which we have released. They will try to handhold you, talk to the ARO offices and try to find your register. And if we find that your property is actually not digitized, genuinely your name is not there because it's not digitized, in a matter of 4 or 5 days time, we will get it digitized at the ARO office by handholding. All the tickets which are raised are escalated to the ARO offices. We are tracking those tickets that they are solved properly. Our call center is going to call you back, whether your issue is genuinely solved or not. So this kind of a loop of hand-holding the citizen and also holding our offices accountable is going on. So please try to reach out to our help desk, try to reach out to our ARO office and try to find where your property is in which register. If by chance in that register is not digitized, we'll digitize and give it e-Khata immediately. It will take about 5-6 days if genuinely your property was not digitized.
Deepthi has written to us asking, she has purchased a flat recently and it does not has manual Khata, so she has to apply for fresh. But it is a long process because now you're still yet to roll out to apply for fresh Khata. And what is is there any other way out to register her property in a name with because since she does not have e-Khata, which is mandatory now made by the government of Karnataka.
See, in a day or two, we are rolling out the online system for applying for fresh new Khata, as I call it. So she can wait for 2-3 days. If you go to ARO, a lot of allegations that if they want, they'll do it. If they don't want, they'll not do it. So a lot of dependency on the ARO offices will happen. So instead of that, we are, as I said, going for a live system, online system in next 2 to 3 days time. We will be releasing the training video how somebody who does not have Khata at all can get a new Khata, and you will be able to apply online and get the Khata. In fact, if all your names, everything match, which means your Aadhaar and sale deed name match, then you will get B Khata online immediately without anybody's approval. However, in case you want A Khata, then you will upload documents supporting A Khata claim. Those documents will have to be examined that they are genuine or not, because we don't have mechanism to know electronically whether A Khata documents are genuine or not. In which case, after verification, A Khata will get issued. But B Khata will get issued electronically, online, automatically. Just bear for next 2-3 days time. So it will happen. Worst case, by Monday, I am sure it will be available.
We'll take this as the last question, sir. There are still questions pouring in. So like we announced at the beginning of the show, we will forward all these questions to you because they're very specific to certain property owners. The last question we want to tell you is more of a suggestion. It's from Mr. T.K. Parameshwaran. He is the secretary of layout LIC colony in Jayanagar. What he's suggesting is if you can arrange a counter at the ward offices, which will help residents instead of going and standing at Bangalore 1 offices. He's saying it's desirable to have a counter on every ward office, which will help especially senior citizens.
It's a good suggestion. We are planning to go in that direction going forward. One thing I can tell you, right now BBMP is disposing more applications than it is receiving every day. So, in that sense, if I get 2,000 applications, I'm disposing 4,000 applications. As I said, our pendency on average is of 2 days. So, but I take his point. In fact, we have increased the number of hands who will work at AR offices to dispose this thing. We do plan to take up a drive at the ward level and also at some of the area locally, so that people can come there and get their khatas done near their home itself. And another thing I want to mention, e-Khata system is not the monopoly of the BBMP. Any private internet owner who has an internet, any kirana shop, any grocery shop, he can actually himself open. Now I hear they're opening also, and we welcome it. Apart from Bangalore One and BBMP counters, any local boy or a girl who is enterprising actually can open the counter and start giving it to the citizens. And that is a local arrangement between them. But BBMP on its part will also reach out. We in fact plan to make this a more formal, what we call local private entrepreneurs. So we will give some 10, 15,000 fellows or any number who wants to register, and we'll allow them to open. There's no need of question of allowing. They are already today also allowed, but in a more formalized manner, we'll give them a login like an email account from BBMP, and they can start dispensing the BBMP services, including Khata. That is in the offing in this month. Sometime we'll do it. So, but one additional information I want to add: there is sometimes one Aadhaar owner has multiple properties in the same sale deed. He would have amalgamated them or whatever in the same sale deed. In the same BBMP property, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, 5 properties are coming. So sometimes our system was not allowing single Aadhaar to be seeded in a single e-Khata for multiple names or the properties. This particularly happens when 3-4 companies own together a particular Khata. So there also we will, and all of them like P private limited, Q private limited, C private limited, they all own a single property together as a joint owner. So, but they all are represented by a single fellow. We are now going to allow a single Aadhaar to be seeded in a single property for more than one owner. Though it has been under discussion, but we are going to allow it. So we are continuously trying to change, improve, and reform every day based on the inputs. My last request is please try to get as many of you the e-Khata, so that now, as I said, if I'm getting 2,000 applications, I am every day disposing 4,000. So my people are actually sitting idle in the BBMP to dispose the citizen applications. So we are in a position today to accept more applications. And as I said earlier, if you seed your Aadhaar and take your e-Khata, you make your property secure. Okay, so please do it as comfortably and quickly as possible.
Right. These are all the questions we'll be able to take now. But as promised, we will be taking your specific questions too, Mr. Modgil, separately. So first of all, thank you very much for taking time out to answer all these questions. Like I said, we're still continuing to get questions, so we will be forwarding all of them to you. And thank you all for joining us. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.